from D.C. telling me, I have no idea what you mean by a corpus delicti. I have no idea what you're talking about, a certified copy of the judge's signed oath. I believe you've already received a copy of a warrant and an affidavit. It is unclear what you need a certified copy for under pain and penalty of perjury.
Now, see, that takes us back to that privileges and prerogatives granted by the Catholic majesties under pain and suffering. Okay, that's right there. By God, folks, you better go back and better read that paper or listen to this call over and over and over, because I read that document word for word.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's representing us in the court. They are covering up everything in order to clear the church and to clear themselves on all of this. This is why these shows have been produced for your educational purposes. It is to make you knowledgeable. It is to get you to understand where the fraud and the lies and the scams that has been perpetrated on you.
Right. Now, since we're talking about this, let's get into the term the Jesuits, okay? The Jesuits are very evil. You don't have to be a Jesuit to be a Catholic, but you have to be a Catholic to be a Jesuit. Now, John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln were my favorite presidents, okay? They were both assassinated, and it both comes back to the Jesuits. The Jesuits are very, 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 very evil people, and they are the Pope's thugs. They don't care what they do. The Jesuits Society of the Secret Oath. Y'all better read that. The Jesuits Secret Oath, and then I have hundreds of pages of the Jesuit Secret Society. The suppressed truth of the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, that goes into the Jesuits. The Jesuit Secret Oath. Then we have the Holy Alliance of Verona. Then the Monroe Doctrine, which was written to protect us from that the Holy Alliance, and the Secret Treaty of Verona. Okay, the Secret Treaty of Verona. Very, very dangerous. The Monroe Doctrine was written to protect us from that. But again, it all comes back to the Jesuits. And their mission objective is to steal everything, basically. And I don't have the documents in front of me. There are hundreds of pages. And they particularly to steal all of the property of the widow. Now, I'm here to tell you that as soon as my husband died, they were at my house taking everything left and right. They stole his money. They took his truck. Within a few days, he died like on a Friday night. By Monday, they were there to take the truck. Even though my father was the regional manager of Chrysler, I know they collected off of the fleet insurance, the collateral insurance, his death insurance, and they took the truck. Well, there's that thou shalt not steal and thou shalt not covet, so God will get him for those. You know, and then his death insurance, and then they stole his 401k, his military money, his IRS, his IRA, his 401k, and everything else. And they left me penniless just like Nikola Tesla. So that's okay because God's going to get him. And all I can do is pray to God he does before I do, because I'm not a real happy woman about this right now. So, but that's okay, because this is what they're going to be doing to all of us. And the mission objective is the Jesuits, looking for the Pope, want it all. Now, again, I told you earlier in this call, the Pope he's not happy with capitalism. Well, but now he wants socialism. Folks, communism and socialism, communism is operating underneath the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is communism. It is communism. Now, I could give you into Averill, Manhattan. Averill, Manhattan has everything on the Vatican Holocaust. A lot of documents I got there. In fact, yesterday, they're talking about you cannot get the book Mein Kampf from Adolf Hitler. I'm here to tell you I've got many copies of it, and I even have a copy of it in German. So Mein Kampf, and you got Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was nothing other than a puppet from the Vatican. Anybody that was put in the death camps was anybody who was a threat to the Roman Catholic Church. It was the Jehovah's Witnesses, dissidents, Jews, everybody that was a threat to the Catholic Church. Now, what's going to be a real threat to the Pope is when the Catholic Church opens up their eyes and sees they've all been played for fools. When the Catholics, and I'm not talking bad about Catholics, not by any means. I'm talking bad about the Pope that's been playing the Catholics for fools. They all say Hail Mary, Mother of God, and, now is the hour of the death, whatever. They say they're Hail Marys, and they worship Mary. First of all, that's blasphemy. The first commandment is, thou shalt have no other God before me. Why are they worshiping Mary? They're not aware of these charters where it spells it out in great detail, excuse me, that Mother Mary is the mother of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. The Holy Roman Catholic Church. They're worshiping Mary, the Holy Roman Catholic Church. So they're putting the Holy Roman Catholic Church above God. Not by their own design, but by being misled by their Catholic Church. That's very serious. So it won't be much longer before they realize that they've been played, because Catholics, generally speaking, are, they want to do what's right. But how can they do what's right if they haven't been taught what's right when they've always been misled? So the eye-opening, the Great Awakening is soon to come. And what we're doing is we're putting out as much information as we can, because it also says the good news will be preached around the world, and then the end will come. Okay, well, that doesn't mean that we have to go door-to-door Bible thumping, folks. And I'm not insulting those that do, because that takes a lot of guts to go out there and do that. But what we're doing is we are putting out as much information as we can to save as many people as we can, because when Noah built the ark, it took him 120 years. And he begged and pleaded and groveled for people to please join and please get on board. And only 8 people were saved, and those were all his family members. But 2 of every species of animals got on board without asking questions. But the difference between animals and humans is we have reasoning and logic, but they didn't question, and they were all saved. Only 8 people were saved on the ark. Don't expect more than 10 on this one, because no matter how hard Rod and I have worked on this, we still have a lot of people who cannot see. And the Bible also says, all who have eyes will not see. But Ephesians 5:11 says, have no association with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. And folks, that's what we're doing, and we're doing this as fast as we can, because time is short. Time is very, very, very short. And to know who the enemy is, I've done what I can. I've sacrificed almost my entire life to try to help all of you folks to save what you have left and to open up your eyes and do what's right, because it doesn't matter what the Pope wants. We don't care what the Pope wants. What we want is what God wants. He created this earth for all of us, not just for the Catholics, not just for the Pope. Who authorized the Pope to be in control of everything? Oh, that's right. Satan is the ruler of the system of things. And folks, that's not just the United States. That's the world governments. Satan is the ruler of the system of things. And he's only being allowed to do so much for so long. And I keep telling God, I am not Job. I am not going to get a high grade on this test, but I'm doing the best I can. So, folks, I need you to open up your eyes. If you don't, please, don't listen to the calls. Don't call in anymore, because there's a lot of phone lines that are being held up. If you can't enjoy and learn